Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Star Trek Online, where we're here once again to continue our voyages and explode, because that's another thing that we do. Voyages and exploding. Alright, what was our next assignment? The Gamma Quadrant. But first, let's see. Dilithium. We need dilithium. The one thing we need desperately. Alright, anyway, to the Gamma Quadrant. Anyway, hello. Oh no, that's just because of the fact that whenever I tab out of the game, the music stops. I think. Anyway. To the Havas Call System. Ah! Star. The Bunker Hill is once again on her journey. Her journey of discovery. Her journey of blowing up multiple times in order to prove a point. I am half tempted to refit the Bunker Hill back into being a just standard Miranda class. Just to add extra misery to the funny. So if anything, at this point, she's a centaur. Because of her centaur components. Oh no, if I'm gonna do that, I'd do that with the actual ship of Theseus that the game has, for the funny. Slowly loading in.
I have to say, the survey reports on this system really don't do it justice. A nebula, a pulsar, dark energy, and the Herc homeworld.
I'm not reading any Herc ships on sensors.
Nor I. Isn't that strange? One would think they'd place a heavy guard on their home system. How peculiar. Let's use this opportunity to look around. Quietly, of course.
Agreed.
We're reading a number of interesting phenomena, despite interference from the nebula. Let's see. Plethora of heavy metallic compounds. A hotbed of tetryon and thermobaric energy throughout the nebula.
There's a moon nearby. Preliminary scans aren't showing much, but it's just the kind of place the Herc could be using to hide a base. Or a fleet. I'd like to take a closer look.
Let's move in.
The pulsar's throwing off a lot of hazardous energy.
Most astute, Captain. Let's make the appropriate shield adjustments.
Scans are showing a lot of bare rock, but no metals or compounds. It's a lot like...
Like it's being completely stripped of anything remotely useful? The calling card of the Herc, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps we should send down a probe, just to be absolutely sure. There could be some Herc down there, hidden by the nebula's effect on our sensors.
I'll send a probe then.
It's
Fire
barely
probe.
Class D. No metals, complex compounds, liquids, or atmosphere.
The interior is a complex maze of tunnels. Thousands of them.
This matches Herc patterns we've seen elsewhere. They've been here.
The probe is online and transmitting. Our science teams are taking a close look at the incoming data, but it doesn't look terribly promising. Shall we forge on? There's a lovely planet nearby, no doubt filled with a bounty of toxic rocks and metallic salts.
Set course for the planet.
Entering scanning range now.
Astronomic readings are strange. The planet has a highly eccentric orbit. Looks like it collects matter from the nebula as it sweeps around the pulsar, all while being bombarded with radiation. Definitely not habitable by most standards, though it's not quite demon class. An orbital period of several thousand years. That explains the Herc life cycle. They must hibernate while the planet is at the far range of its orbit. This orbit coincides with the previous emergences of the Herc. The 1,000-year cycle explains why they appear suddenly, then vanish just as quickly.
We're reading complex structures here, along with power systems and technology. This could be a base of operations for the Herc. It appears to be deserted. Why don't we take a look around? This could be a prime opportunity.
Let's meet on the Defiant. We'll need to make some preparations before we send an away team down there.
Understood. We'll beam over.
I've sent a team down to establish a secure zone. They're ready for you, but you'll want to put on an EV suit before you beam down. Once you're suited up, we'll beam you down to the secure zone. It's just below the planet's surface, in a large cavern area.
Well, that was easy. This chamber appears to be a natural cavern, but readings now show unusual energy and a lot of magnetized metals and salts not far from here. Some of the caves near here have a regular structure, like they were dug out rather than naturally occurring. Maybe the Herc has something like an ant hive. Let's check with Kira's away team and see how they're progressing.
I should have a habitation area set up soon. We can replace the reducing atmosphere in this cavern with standard oxy-nitro, and warm things up a bit. Kane's keeping watch, and Weir is looking into other connected areas. We should have a perimeter field up within a few minutes.
Carry on, Williams.
Reading a lot of background radiation and some wild magnetic fields. It's like the pulsar and the nebula are supercharging the metallic crystal compounds here. The environment's very different from anything we'd consider a habitable planet. Explains why the Herc are so alien. Quite a treasure for a geologist like myself.
Carry on, Ishimura.
Everything's in order here. Defiant, do you still have a lock on us?
Affirmative. If you need transport, there may be a slight delay due to pulsar emissions.
I'm getting something odd on my tricorder.
I'm starting to think we're not alone down here.
Up there!
Look out! Ah!
Ow.
Glad you're still with us. Whatever that was must have left you for dead. I'd get moving in case it comes back to make sure. Looks like you're in a series of tunnels that connect to a larger cavern. Garrick and Bashir are close to your position. They're moving into a large open chamber. Try to make your way to them. Be careful. Some of the crystal formations down there are emitting intense amounts of energy. We can't lock onto anyone with transporters, and the others are reporting the directed energy weapons won't work.
Understood, Captain.
This is Bashir. Garrick and I are alive, but we're a little lost.
Keep moving. You should head up to another chamber. The creature's in a passage near your location. Stay sharp.
I'll stay as sharp as I can.
Garrick and I are moving into a very large, oblong chamber.
And here I was, hoping those cozy, cramped little tunnels would make a nice vacation spot.
Looks like the door to the next chamber is locked.
Those readings you're getting from that crystal node are interesting. It's generating a localized magnetic field. Manipulating that field could cause a response similar to pushing a button or flicking a switch. I wonder, do you think Herc can sense magnetic fields similar to sharks on Earth?
Let's stay on point, Doctor.
Yes, of course. I think you'll find a way to manipulate that magnetic field to open the door. The morphogenic crystals are probably the keys. So look for one nearby that has a similar output to the door node.
Alright.
The readings I'm getting on that crystal are weak. It probably isn't usable.
Damn.
That one's got an odd harmonic. Doesn't seem to match the rest.
Alright, let's try this one.
That's the one you need. Use it to open that door.
Understood. Oh. We are running now. Running is the plan, yes.
There's a deep crevice ahead of you. See if you can get across. Hazardous energy and anti-gravity ahead. Use your thrusters. The creature's turned back. It must not like anti-gravity. Slow and steady, don't get lost. Try to head up when you can.
Garrick and I have a breathable atmosphere here. Everyone, try and reach our location.
Williams here. I'm stuck in some kind of tunnel maze. Not sure how to get out.
Ishimura here. My nav system's useless. I'll keep trying to find you all.
This one looks like technical data. Interesting. None of their starships had weapons until 2,000 years ago. Their first designs were way ahead of most species at that time, though. Huh. How did they go from geniuses to the ravenous eating machines we're dealing with now?
Zero gravity time. I don't think he made it.
Kane, report. I just lost crewman Kane's vitals. Weir's comm signal is down, but he's still alive. Keep an eye out.
I don't know what that did. Oh, it opened that door. Ow.
Bashir and Garrick are just past this chamber.
Oh, gravity's back. None of these ones seem to be working, other than this one over here for the door.
We're picking up some interesting tech on sensors. Interesting and old. Very old. Most of it predates the Federation by several centuries. Are you reading those energy patterns on the other side of that opening? They're far more intricate than the others we've seen. We think there's some kind of ship ahead of you. It shows signs of damage. You might be in some sort of dry dock or repair facility. Interesting. There are large gaps in tech level between each section of the facility. It's as if the Hurt learn as they hibernate. They wake up with 1,000 years of advancements at hand and get ready to work.
This console looks like an operative door here. Door. Big hallway. Hey, Flores.
A pleasure to see you. We'll need all the help we can get if we're to leave this world alive. To that end, the good doctor and I have started to make sense of our surroundings. We seem to be in some sort of Herc command center. From here, we can begin to restore power in critical systems.
Herc technology is driven by electromagnetic manipulation of morphogenic crystals. Doors, life support, everything, even their central computer. If we can find the right crystals, I can bring things back online. We can look for information on Herc biology within their data system. We might even find a cure here. I found a little information. This planet used to be rich in a type of fungus. It thrived in the harshest of environments, even areas high in pulsar radiation. It used to be a staple of the Herc diet until it disappeared from the ecosystem. Without it, the Herc began to suffer from a severe type of malnutrition. It led to a number of neurological disorders, many of which we've seen firsthand. Based on these readings, there should be more data storage units in the tunnels beyond this chamber. They're the ones by the door with the blue glow rods. One more thing. Some parts of the tunnels still have malfunctioning gravity systems. You should be able to navigate through them, but the energy fields in there will nullify your weapons, so be careful.
I'll get you those storage crystals. Follow the blue flares. Good thing we had time to put all these down, but not actually collect the thing we were looking for. Coles, there you are. How you doing?
Oh, good. You made it. We were about to leave when... No! No!
What's going on? Is Ishimura's vitals just flatlined.
You don't want to know. Oh, hey.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Hey, Coles. Hey, Coles. Hey, Coles. Hey, Hey, guys. You assholes. Absolute assholes.
Send your officer to me so that I can address any injuries.
Orb.
That covers the first peaceful meeting between the Herc and the Founders over 3,000 years ago.
Hey, Flores. Ah, shit.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Send your officer to me so that I can address any injuries.
Orb.
My god. The enzyme the Herc need is a precursor to Ketracel.
Oh, shit. Oh, double shit. Oh, this is a dead end. Oh, hey. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Ow. That hurt.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Yeah. Great to know. Bleeding out. My internal organs. Hey, how you guys doing? You're alive? It's good.
You're a sight for sore eyes. Let's get out of here before...
William!
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Send your officer to me so that I can address any injuries.
I hide up
It
here.
moved away from you and shrouded itself.
The Herc tried to synthesize the enzyme they needed for cognition, but failed.
Anything up here? No, just another thing to tell me where I'm supposed to go to get the last glass thingy. I do not want to be in this tunnel. She'll figure it out. I'm trying to find where the hell Zavar is, because she's the only officer I don't have accounted for, I don't think.
That's Kane's helmet. I have a feeling we won't find the rest of him.
Very unfortunate for Kane. That door does not open.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Hey, how's it going?
Nicely done. We should be able to translate Herc data files and run a detailed analysis of them at a greatly accelerated rate now. I have a good friend in Starfleet engineering that'd love to spend some time with this technology. The Herc have made some remarkable advances in their time. Ah, the first results are in. Excellent. I have access to a few critical systems, including gravity and power generation. Bringing them online now. That should make things go a little smoother.
Indeed.
I'm getting some historical records now. Give me a moment to process it. Well, this is not good. It's a record of the fall of the Herc civilization at the hands of the Dominion. For some reason, the Dominion removed the fungus from the ecosystem during a Herc hibernation cycle. Military conquest, most likely. This is what drove the Herc to madness.
It appears we have some uninvited guests.
You're a long way from Zenketh, Admiral.
Yes. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Ah, traveling incognito?
One of her many covert identities, I suspect.
This expedition of yours has gone on long enough.
Touched a nerve, have we?
You found a secret I've kept for millennia. Something I've kept from Odo and the Great Link.
The origin of the Herc infestation.
And you're rolling it.
I needed soldiers to realize my dream of dominion. Enforcers willing to obey without question. Physically, the Herc were perfect candidates. But their peaceful, free-thinking nature was an obstacle. In studying the Herc biology, I found the key to their loyalty.
The Ketracel precursor.
Yes, I extracted it from their ecosystem. They had no choice. Obey or die.
I take it things didn't go according to plan.
No, they became savage, incoherent, volatile. With each cycle, the swarm grew larger, wilder. My ability to control them diminished. All I could do was point them in the direction of my enemies. I would let them rampage and await their eventual hibernation.
Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
They were a failure, but they provided a gift. Ketracel, the gift that led to a more successful endeavor. The Gem Hadar.
I think I've heard enough. I knew you were involved in this somehow. You built an empire on slavery, and now it's all falling apart. When the Alliance learns about this...
But they won't. None of you are leaving this world alive.
You would kill another founder?
There were other founders who knew the truth once, like you. They did not want a dominion built on the backs of slaves. They tried to depose me, to expose the truth to the Link. They failed, and paid for their lack of vision.
All of you, against the wall.
Odo, this is getting out of hand.
Stop this now.
No, Odo. This is bigger than you. Bigger than us. The Dominion must endure.
I'm afraid I can't allow that.
What now?
You've forced my hand. This is a modification of your own Herc lure. As we speak, every Herc in the quadrant is homing in on the signal.
And you're calling them here? To their homeworld?
On the contrary, madam. I'm calling them to the Founder homeworld. Your chickens, as the humans say, are coming home to roost.
Insanity! We will...
Deserved. %100% deserved. Anyways, we now have a minor problem. Take it down! Take it down! Ah, shit. Oh shit. Okay. It's dead. It's dead now.
I think that's our cue. Now that we have restored operations here, our ships will be able to lock onto us with transporters. I suggest we take advantage of this while we can.
Yeah, sure, give me one moment. Deserved. Anyway, let's get out of here.
You did this? All of you? You killed a god? My god? My beautiful founder. Gone forever. I loved her so. And now you'll pay the price. Guards!
Enough, Wayun. All of you stand down.
No! You betrayed her! And the Dominion! I will carry out her final order!
That founder is no more, Wayun. This founder has given you an order, and you will obey.
No! He is no founder! She was a founder! He is a traitor! Guards! Shoot to kill! All of them!
Belay that order.
What?
We do not serve you, Forta. Where this founder leads, we will follow.
Thank you, my friend.
Fine. Then I'll do it myself.
Take Wayun into custody and return to your ship. We have business at the home world to attend to.
Poor bastard. I like the Herc. The Herc are neat.
Tell me, was it part of your plan to draw every Herc in the sector to this system, Garrick? Because if it was, it worked with flying colors. We need to get out of here and fast. Our only hope is to punch a hole through the swarm so we can go to warp.
We're right behind you, Captain.
Try to hold them off. I'll see if I can arrange a distraction.
Damn it, I'm losing shields. Shield integrity failing. Shit. Yeah, that's not good. Gotta take out these assemblies, because they just keep spawning them. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit.
They're breaking off. They've received the signal. They're heading for the Founder home. I think we're in the clear. The Herc have departed for the Founder homeworld. It will take them some time to reach it, even at maximum warp. We should make the most of that time and bring an end to this madness. The information that the good doctor found should do just that. For now, let's return to our respective fleets and prepare for the next and hopefully final steps of this journey.
Good parking job there, guys.
Thanks to Garrick, my homeworld is under siege. I realize there's not a lot of love lost to the Founders these days, but if the center of the Dominion falls to the Herc, the rest of the galaxy will soon follow suit. If you're willing to stand with us one last time, assemble your forces and rendezvous with my fleet in the Gamma Quadrant. I hope to see you there before it's too late for all of us.
Let's get out of here. Warp 5. To be continued.
There's a certain poetic symmetry at play here. The Dominion are about to receive their comeuppance from one of the many species they've abused. Regrettably, we Cardassians have some experience in such matters. Of course, our work is just beginning. We need to formulate a cure for the Herc before they devastate every system in the quadrant. Hopefully, we can achieve this lofty goal before they make a meal of the Dominion. And again, science is often a lengthy, perilous process. I'm certainly glad to put Havas Kul behind me. Small, dark passages are not a passion of mine.
We'll take the flare. It's not going to help me at all, but I'll take the flare.
Empersa, the homeworld of the Founders, is under attack by the Herc. This is our darkest hour. If Empersa falls, the Dominion will come to an end. I'm asking you to join in the defense efforts as soon as you can. A task force will assemble at my fleet's location in the Gamma Quadrant and warp to Empersa from there. Remember, if we fall, the Alpha Quadrant is next. It's time to make a stand. I hope you'll join in the fight.
I ain't got much else to do. This Herc distress beacon, though, will definitely come in handy.
If you'll
Whee! This should be fun, probably.
Previously on Star Trek Online, the Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition.
I don't know why they went and dressed up the default character to look like fucking Captain Lasky.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not correct.
No one can look at that and tell me that isn't some form of attempt to look like Captain Lasky from Halo.
These devices called the Herc, and we put them there. The other Founders are hiding things from me.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
We can't hold off the Herc forever.
Alliance forces are spread too thin to help, Quark.
We need the Klingons, brother. Otherwise, we're doomed.
The Sword of Kahless, as promised.
Once again, the House of Quark delivers. Martok will be pleased.
You found a secret I've kept for millennia.
The origin of the Herc infestation.
And you're rolling it.
The Dominion must endure.
I'm afraid I can't allow that. As we speak, every Herc in the quadrant is homing in on the signal.
And now the conclusion. I arrived here ahead of you, and I've already engaged the Herc near the planet. You've made your point, Garrick. Deactivate the Herc lure device you placed on the homeworld before this gets out of hand.
Agreed. Bring an end to this now.
I'm afraid that's the problem, Ambassador. I deactivated it several minutes ago.
Excuse me?
Then why are the Hercs still attacking? Don't play games with me here, Garrick. I'm warning you.
Counselor.
Perhaps they're still attacking due to a deep hatred of your people. After all, the Founders are directly responsible for their state of mind, body, and soul. I can't say I blame them for...
Gentlemen.
Enough! Both of you. We don't have time for this. There's bigger problems to deal with here, starting with that swarm of Herc vessels nearby.
The captain makes a good point.
Agreed. My fleet is already engaged near the planet, but Herc reinforcements keep arriving. Try to punch through the swarms so we can join up.
Very well. Helm, take us in.
We may be needing your solution to this problem soon, Doctor.
Yes, since yours failed. Attack in fashion.
As some might argue it's
a majority of the health. It's alternate timeline selves. They've come to save us again.
This is the Chimera. We're here to help.
You see, it says Steadfast stands ready to assist you as well.
Speed.
My ship won't last much longer. We need to deal with the swarm attacking it immediately.
We're doing what we can, but there's only so much we can do. Definitely have gotten their attention. Tail. Damn it. Track me. Thanks, Flores. My dead corpse would like to remind you that we are dead. We are dead. Don't do this.
Best hope to end things now.
It's as ready as possible, Captain. The challenge of frontier medicine, I'm afraid, is that there is never enough time. I've created a program that will enable the Herc to synthesize the compound they need to come to their senses. I've also put together a core sample of the compound for them to utilize in mass production. That is the easy part.
And the hard part? What do you need to make this happen?
From what we've learned about the Herc, the best way to make this happen will be to enter the data into one of their core computer systems. It'll need to be a command-level system with fleet-wide override authority. Systems of that caliber are only found on Herc dreadnoughts.
The best defended ships in their fleet.
There's a Herc dreadnought heading toward the planet as we speak. It's slow, so we should be able to intercept it. I recommend we engage that ship and disable it, if possible. We'll need to get a team on board to carry out Julian's plan.
Agreed. Let's make it happen.
I'll send some of my best. Dukan Rex will lead a Jem'Hadar away team, while Loris will assist Dr. Bashir.
Very well.
Right. Let's get the away teams on that dreadnought before it calls for backup.
Loris and I have all we need. We're ready to beam over when you are.
Alright, let's get over there.
We'll need to find their central computer core. Once we're there, I'll begin the override process that will allow us to transmit our data on the cure. When that's done, we can instruct each ship in their fleet to replicate the cure and distribute it to every Herc on board. Of course, we need to reach the command center in one piece to do so.
We'll clear the way. Let's move it.
Enemy life signs ahead. Get ready to fight. Proceed with caution. I'm reading numerous hazards in the area. This section of the ship has taken heavy damage.
Understood. Alright, that section's not usable. Cola, stop waving that thing around. Congratulations, new armor. Get down. We're trying to save you. You are being rescued. Please do not resist. Oh, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Need to take out this damn thing. Die. Could you guys not be dead for 5 minutes? At least you all died in a convenient spot. Ow. Oh, that hurt. Grippy. Anyway, back to dying. Fucking Cola, stop waving that thing around like it's a toy. I have like no fucking inventory. I don't need that. Why do I have that? don't know why this room's here, but we're gonna go over here. Maybe there's a hidden thing in here. Yeah, there is a hidden thing in here. Poking it!
I have unpleasant news, I'm afraid. Herc security systems have sent an automated distress signal throughout the fleet. I recommend haste. We're going to have a great number of hostile guests. And far sooner than we'd like.
We better hurry then. Good thing we took the time out of our day to go read that one console. Oh, I thought that was a dead crew member. No, it's just a phaser bolt turret. Oh, hey, big boy. There's just so many of them. Jamal, where are you? Why are you dead? Where are all of your corpses? I can't see your corpses. I cannot find your corpses. Oh, hey, I found Elijah's corpse. Hey, Zarva, if you're still alive, could you come and, no? You're busy? Yeah. Yeah. It's just so many of them. Kill the big boys. Stop being dead. God damn it, Flores, you were not the one I was trying to revive. Doctor, I really don't think what you're doing is a good idea. Cola, stop waving that thing around. How many times do I have to tell you? Well, I'm guessing Trevel's gone through all of her hyper sprays. Nope, she's just gone through the majority of her hyper sprays. Well, that's all I can really give you. Good luck. Figure it out.
Excellent work. It's time for Loris and I to finish this. Keep your weapons handy, however. We're breaking into a secure computer system here. The Herc are bound to take offense. Keep them busy while we do our work, or this will be a wasted trip.
You'll have the time you need, Doctor. Or at least, we will attempt to give you the time you need, Doctor. No guarantees. I may be part of the science team, but I am not a professional.
This one goes here, that one goes there!
I will save you time by inverting the feed now instead of later.
He get angry.
Doctor, I thought you were supposed to be Starfleet's best and brightest!
Jeez,
I
why
wouldn't
did...
even be in Starfleet anymore if it weren't for this Herc nonsense.
Why the hell is she, like, so aggressive all of a sudden? She went from being, like, calm and collective to, I'm going to kill you. Screams. Ah, fuck. What did I get hit by? You? It was you, wasn't it?
We're running out of time, Doctor!
Perhaps you know a faster way to translate Herc language and reverse engineer their technology.
There's so many of them. Listen, we're here to save you. Stop resisting. Doctor, what the hell are you doing all the way over there now? Hey, don't you point at me. That's rude. Doctor, please tell me you've achieved something.
Almost ready here. The system needs the physical samples of the cure for final analysis and processing. Shall I proceed?
Make it happen, Doctor.
Are you insane, Weyoun? That was our last hope.
How is this possible? You were in prison!
I was liberated by those who still serve the true founders. Not everyone is a traitor to the Dominion, after all.
There is only one traitor here, Weyoun. It's time you paid the price for your treachery.
Pathetic. You can't even kill someone properly. Allow me to instruct you. You! Jemadar! Make yourself useful. Kill them. Giving you an order! Open fire! Kill them, now!
I think not.
He's gone.
And not a moment too soon.
Bashir to command. Everyone, we have a problem.
We're ready to beam you back to your ship on your orders, sir. Alright, let's beam up. Of course, pet your tribble on the way out, Terrell. Remember, everyone, to pet your tribbles. Because your tribbles are adorable little companions who only want to eat everything in your backpack. That's food. They want to eat all of your food in your backpack. Every last bit.
That Herc fleet is about to attack our position. We need to give the doctor the time he needs to transmit data on the cure.
Acknowledged. Red alert. Shit, they're targeting me. Shit. Ow, ow, ow. Shit. Alternate timeline selves, they've come to help again.
All integrity below 75%.
Well, you're in quite a fix there, Odo.
Brilliant observation, Quark. What do you want?
Forgive my brother, Odo. We're here to help.
The Ferengi cavalry? I thought I'd seen everything.
Oh, the best is yet to come, Odo. Say hello to my dangerous friends.
Well, Quark, we're waiting.
Rom, where are they?
Lose something? Like your nerve, perhaps?
Long ago, Takufma, the Unforgettable, lit the beacon of Kahless to restore glory to the Empire. Today, a new torchbearer, Worf, son of Moog, does the same. United, we now go to fight the enemy of our ancestors. Today, we will fight the Herc. I now hold the weapon they fear most. The Sword of Kahless has been returned to us. Join me now in honorable combat. Show the Herc what it truly means to be Klingon. For Kahless, for the Empire, Kapla!
a bit longer.
The arrival of the Klingons has given us more time in space, but the situation on the surface is dire. Herc's forces are breaking the Jem'Hadar defense lines. We need to do what we can to help. I'm beaming directly to the Great Link to aid my people.
Agreed.
The time has come. The Herc mean to ravage everything in their path. We will not allow it. We will stand against them, as Kahless once stood, defiant and proud. Fight well, and if need be, die well. Kapla!
Let's finish this. We're within range of the Foundry Homeworld Admiral. Transports are standing by. Are you ready to beam down? Let's get down there. Let's get down there and show them we mean business. And to remind them once again, we are here to save you. This is a rescue. Please stop resisting. When it comes down to Tholian ships, the original Web Weaver is nice. This here, I think it's the Tarantula or whatever, is a good follow-up. The rest of these feel weird. They don't fit this aesthetic. Like, it goes from, like, 3 points converging at 1 to weird shapes. And it just really doesn't fit.
Whom do we seek? Kahless! How do we find him? Together! Kahless, give us light to see forever! Will he hide from us always? Never!
Quite the speech there.
It's worse than we thought. Most of the Jem'Hadar lines have been broken. Even the Great Link is in danger. I'm going to coordinate our defenses at the link. Meet me there.
Good luck,
We'll meet you
Ambassador.
there as soon as we can. And Odo, be careful.
Let's go.
The Jem'Hadar have come to our aid. Now, we will return the favor.
Let's hope we're not too late. Oh shit. Christ, these phasers are having such little effect on them. Oh, there's Zavara. Stop being dead. Oh. Hey, how's it going?
You fight well. Good. There are many hurt between us. Great thing. You fight well. Good. There are many hurt between us.
Stop!
I fight well.
As I lived.
Stop running away so I can finish the fucking sentence.
You fight well. Good. There are many hurt between us and the great thing. We go there now to reclaim our lives, for we are already dead.
Free his life. Let's move. Stop being dead. Are my crew trying to revive this one dead guy? They are trying their damnedest. Yeah, he's just dead. He's pretending to be dead. We'll pick him up after the battle. He just doesn't want to deal with this. You know, he woke up on a Sunday night and was like, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to deal with this shit, but I gotta go into work anyway.
We won't last long out in the open like this.
What do you think we're doing?
Odo to
Not
Kira.
trying to push
We're
through?
fortifying our position near the Great Link.
Understood. We're on our way.
Hey, how's it going?
I must confess my surprise at seeing you here, on this, the homeworld of the gods. Truly, we are living in strange times. You'll forgive my boldness, but there are still founders under attack nearby. Can I count on you to aid them?
Yeah,
and
sure.
destroy the wretched creatures who would do them harm?
Yeah, sure. We'll get right on that. Hey, how you doing?
I think we're too late. This changeling's losing morphogenic matrix stability. There are more friendly life signs nearby. We should do what we can for them.
Understood. Well, at least he lasted long enough to horribly die in front of us. Don't worry, we are here to rescue you. And the hurt. We're here to rescue them too, but you know, there's gonna be some things that we gotta do first before we do that. You doing okay? You don't look like you're doing okay.
I don't know you, Solid, but I thank you for your service.
Okay. Just fucked in his gut, I guess. That's right, my army of NPCs. Keep the shit out of them. Show them that we mean peaceful ways. By force.
Is this some sort of solid invasion?
And you guys are weird. Hey, how you doing?
Timing is fortuitous. Solid.
Hey, Odo, how's it going?
You made it. Good. We're going to need all the help we can get here. It looks like the Herc are focusing their attacks on the link. I've called for reinforcements, but most of our lines have been overrun. We're going to make a stand here and hope the Doctor's plan is successful. If not, if we fail, this may be the day the Dominion dies.
Alright, well, we'll make our stand here now. Hold the line, gentlemen! Hold the line!
Please tell me you have more gentlemen coming to help.
The call's been sent, but they may not arrive in time.
We'll do what we can with what we have.
As always, till the end.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that, Odo.
Nerys, if we don't make it...
No, now is not the time for this discussion.
Look around. There may not be a better time.
You're right. And I understand what you mean.
Sorry. You do? Then you know how sorry I am.
Random Klingon just interrupting his conversation.
I feel the same.
You know, guys, this isn't exactly the worst situation we've been in. We've been in worse. damn it. Zavara charged through here. Now I have to go collect her corpse. Where's her corpse? I gotta use like the fucking tracker thing to find her corpse. Where did she go? Where is her dead corpse? Oh, there she is. Stop being dead. I did not give you permission to do so. Oh!
Nerys, are you hurt?
It's just a scratch. I'm fine. We're losing ground here, Odo. Keep fighting.
We can't hold this position much longer.
That's Jem'Hadar, for we're about to die, Doctor. Are you ready?
Not without the Ketracel components needed for the cure.
Ketracel. Yes. Victory.
Wait! Stop!
His life.
Well, I probably should have put a sensitivity warning there, but yeah, put a sensitivity warning. Ah! You're welcome.
It seems the battle is over, but how? What happened up there, Doctor?
I believe Dukan Rex realized that his own body contained the Ketracel material I needed to finalize the cure. He extracted what we needed at the cost of his life. Once the Herc were able to synthesize the cure, they came to their senses and called for an immediate ceasefire. Their forces are withdrawing as we speak. It's over, Odo. I'm saying we won, but it's over.
Indeed, and at great cost. You know, it'd be great if the place still wasn't blowing up. Admiral, we received orders from Alliance Command. We're to report to Deep Space Nine as soon as possible for debriefing. You're ready to return to the Alpha Quadrant. Yeah, let's get off of this exploding planet. I don't want to be here anymore. It's terrible. There's trench warfare. And a random bot joined. Get out of here. Damn bots.
There was nothing I could do for him on the Herc Dreadnought. The Ketracel extraction process was too devastating. Odo, you treated him like a son when we first found him on DS9, and I'm truly sorry.
He didn't even have a name when he left us. I'll make sure the name he found is never forgotten. I remember his first days on the station. All he wanted to do was fight. Didn't matter who. When he left, I thought I'd never see him again. Or if I did, it'd be as enemies. The man I met years later still knew how to fight, but his reasons for doing so had changed dramatically. I'm proud to have known him. I wish I could have done more in the end.
You made a difference in his life.
I suppose you're right. I believe Captain Kira was looking for you. She was at the Temple of the Prophets last I checked. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to pay my respects. We'll talk more later.
Very well. I'm sorry for your loss. Where's that again? Over here. Greetings,
And here
Captain.
we are, once again. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it?
Indeed. What's next for you, Captain?
Funny you should mention that. After we got back, Starfleet Command offered me a number of postings, even the center chair on one of those shiny new cruisers. Tempting. But I chose to join the command staff here on DS9. Bajor and the Celestial Temple mean a lot to me, and this station is a good place to keep them both safe.
True. It's also close to our mutual friend in the Gamma Quadrant.
Subtle, but you're not wrong. Odo and I have a lot to work out before we're back to where we were, but we've taken a few good steps in that direction. I think it'll work out. Eventually. He's a hard man to read sometimes.
Also true. Till next time, Captain.
It is good to see you once more. I was hoping we'd have a moment to speak on an important matter before your duties take you back to the stars.
What's on your mind, Eminence?
My thoughts often return to the Orb of Peace. It was no coincidence that it was found in the Gamma Quadrant, in the midst of two warring tribes. I believe it to be a message from the prophets, one of guidance in troubled times.
Sure, I'll trust your expertise on such matters.
Now that the conflict with the Herc has ended, I feel it's time to explore this omen more thoroughly. The recent vision experienced by Loris is truly remarkable. That the prophets would speak to a Vorta. Again, this is no coincidence. Simply put, I believe the orb is meant to broker a lasting peace between the people of our quadrants and the Dominion.
I hope you're right, Emerence.
Hello again, my friend. It pleases me to see you. I have interesting news.
I hope it's good news and not bad news about the Herc.
Thankfully, no. Rather, it involves the Orb of Peace that you returned with Kaiopaka. It has spoken to me. I've been exploring the meaning of that experience with the Kai and Captain Kira. They are, after all, experts on such matters. While we all find it curious that an Orb of the Prophets would speak to a Vorta, we also agree it would be foolish to ignore it.
What of your service to the Dominion?
With the blessings of Founder Odo, I have been transferred to this quadrant to continue my studies of the Orb and the Prophets. I shall also serve as Founder Odo's representative here. Diplomacy is my specialty, after all. I'm sure we'll be seeing one another again. May the blessings of the Founders and the Prophets be yours.
Glad to hear it. See you around then.
Thank you for coming to visit. After all we've been through, it means a lot to have friends, even if it reminds me of the ones we miss. Speaking of reunions, I think General Martok is leading the charge against the Bloodwine at Quark's. I'm sure he'd want to congratulate you on another glorious victory. May the prophets watch over you.
And you, Captain. I do like it when a campaign in this ends in a nice little bow like this. Kind of gives you that, like, even if these are very much not very Star Trek-y with how much a war and conflict there goes on in this, these little end of campaign moments at the end of some of the campaigns, not all of them, but some of them, makes it feel like the end of an actual, like, Star Trek series, which is always nice.
We'll be here at DS9 until my ship is repaired. Fortunately, I have exclusive rights to the holosim of the battle. The sales of that alone will cover the cost of repairs, and then some. Some days, it's good to be the Grand Nagus.
I can only imagine.
I don't like to think about how close to disaster we were. Fortunately, there were people like you out there to bring us all back from the brink. All those adventures. You've got quite a story to tell. That reminds me. Have you ever considered making a holobiography? I think your life story would be quite popular and profitable. I'll make you a very generous offer for the rights and cut you in on a share of the profits, say 25%.
Interesting offer, but I must decline.
Suit yourself. The offer still stands if you change your mind.
Thank you, Grand Nagus.
Oh, I'm so glad to see this come to an end. But not as glad as everyone back on Ferenginar. It's a celebration of Rule 35 like no one's ever seen before. I mean, peace may be good for business, but things are really getting out of hand.
How so?
When word got out that the Gamma Quadrant was open for business, the new Latinum rush was on. Open borders and free trade policies. My husband was practically weeping with joy. Oh, poor Odo. He thought he had his hands full with Quark on DS9. Now, he's gonna have an entire quadrant full of Ferengi to deal with.
I'm sure he'll rise to the challenge.
Welcome back. Seeing as this is a private party and I'm in an unusually generous mood, you'll be getting the VIP discount on your drinks tonight.
You mean they're not on the house?
Did you take a hit to the head in that fight? I'm in a good mood. Not insane. Half off. Take it or leave it.
Fair enough.
That's
Cheers.
more like it. Don't take it personally. You could be Odo. His drinks, 50% markup.
About the sort of kid.
Not much to tell, really. Lex saw the error of his ways and gave it back. Then I had Grilka let Martok and Worf know we'd recovered their precious relic. A quick handoff later, and the Klingons were off to war. Rom and I tagged along, mainly to see the look on Odo's face when I rode in with the cavalry. That was priceless. If I die tomorrow, I'll go to the Exchequer with a smile on my face.
I'm sure, and you didn't make a profit on that job?
Who do you think you're talking to? Nog? Unlike the Federation, the Klingons know the value of Latinum. I'm thinking of spending my cut on a smaller moon to orbit the one I already have. I might even name it Odo.
You're living dangerously, Quark. Good luck.
Can I get you something?
I'm fine for now.
We need to stop running into each other when the fate of the galaxy is on the line. I'd be fine with drinks here at Uncle's bar, or some baseball on the holodeck. That said, I can't think of too many people I trust when everything's on the line. Glad you are here for this.
Likewise. What's next for you?
Starfleet's assigned the Chimera to peacekeeping duty in Herc space. We'll be working with the Joint Task Force to help the Herc get back on their feet again as well. There's a lot to be done, but we want to help them rejoin the galactic community.
That's quite the task.
It is, but my crew is up for the challenge. They're some of Starfleet's best. Take care of yourself out there. Don't be a stranger.
Same to you, Captain.
A hard-fought battle and a well-earned victory. And yet, we almost missed it. Our fleet would have never left the Empire if it weren't for the sword's return. Grilka tells me her former mate, Quark, had something to do with that. The sacred blade of Canis returned to the Empire. by a Ferengi.
Madness! Her current mate played a part as well.
Yes, it was Worf's idea to ignite the beacon of Kalis. A bold move, but it paid off. Only a coward could refuse such a call to arms.
Indeed.
The legend of Kalis is stronger than ever. It would not surprise me if the High Council moved to create a new clone of the Emperor. There is great power in legend, after all.
True. Until next time, General.
I am forever indebted to you. Without your efforts, I would walk the path of exile for the rest of my days. Now, I will help make amends for all that has happened during Zencast's terrible crusade.
Make the most of this opportunity, Captain.
Interesting. There's a message from Garrick on my monitor here. Text only. He wants you to meet him at his old tailor shop. Maybe he's had enough of politics and wants to get back in the fashion game. Probably more profitable in the long run, and easier on the nerves.
That seems unlikely.
I wouldn't keep him waiting if I were you. He looks for secrets when he gets bored, and trust me, he's not the person you want poking around in your business.
Sounds like I should see what he wants. Greetings. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
The conflict may be over, but there's still plenty of work to be done. The Lucari have offered to help the Herc restore their homeworld's ecosystem, and they've accepted. Dr. Bashir will be working with us on this. It's our goal to ensure that no Herc will go without nourishment again.
An honorable goal.
Some time ago, I hoped for a path to peaceful resolution to our troubles with the Herc. I'm happy to be part of such a solution, at last. Thank you for your efforts in getting us all to this point. To peace.
You're welcome. Safe travels, Captain. Anyway, you wanted to see me?
Thank you for meeting me here. Strangely, I find it easy to center myself in this shop. Even relax.
Memories of a simpler time in your life?
Quite so. Cardassia is about to begin a new journey, as it were, and I'll be going along for the ride.
Sounds exciting.
Oh, it is. Cardassia has been offered membership in the Alliance, and we've accepted. Our seat at the table was hard-earned, but we're ready and grateful to join the ongoing efforts. Officer exchange programs have already begun. In fact, I suspect you'll be seeing more Cardassian faces in the future. I hope you show them the same courtesy as you've shown me in our shared adventures.
Of course. And where will you be during all this?
Oh, I'll be spending time on Earth, Kronos, and New Romulus. The life of an ambassador is never dull, after all. Someone needs to make sure the Alliance doesn't forget about Cardassia, and I suppose that someone is me. I'll be sure to follow your exploits, of course. They'll be far more entertaining than economic forecasts and state functions, to be sure.
Thanks, I think.
I believe our fearless leaders would like to have a word with you next.
I won't ask how you know that. Be seeing you. Where are they at? Oh, they're all over here.
There have
Admiral?
been some significant diplomatic events since your return from the Gamma Quadrant. First, the Dominion is joining the Alliance. Having them as allies will take some getting used to, but the opportunity was too great to ignore.
Agreed.
As a condition to joining the Alliance, we requested that the Founders take steps to free the Jem'Hadar from their addiction to Ketracel White. I'm happy to say that Ambassador Odo is inclined to comply with that request. It will make things interesting in the Gamma Quadrant, to be sure. Still, it's been a long time coming. The Jem'Hadar should be able to live their lives freely.
The risk, but one worth taking.
The Havas Cool sector has been designated as independent from the Dominion, and a Herc neutral zone has been established around it. The Empire will join the Federation and the Republic in keeping the peace between the Dominion and the Herc. We have experience in enforcing a neutral zone, after all.
Agreed.
Martok's use of the beacon and the return of the blade has led to a renewed interest in Kalis throughout the Empire. Some say that Martok stands with honor next to great heroes like Tukuvma, Vok, Lorel, and Kang. As if getting along with a stubborn old Targ wasn't difficult enough. His ego will be larger than Mount Hamar at this rate. It is fortunate that Martok has little in the way of political aspirations. Otherwise, I may need to kill him. Again. Ha!
Both of you make the Empire stronger, Chancellor.
I have initiated a dialogue between the Dominion and the Karema. In light of recent events, I feel it is imperative that their conflict is resolved peacefully. Whether that results in an independent Karema or not remains to be seen, but I shall endeavor to help them reach a result that is beneficial for both parties.
That's going to be a challenge, Pro-Council. Admiral, the Ambassador, and Dr. Bashir would like to have a word with you in sickbay when you got a moment. Understood. Hey guys, how's it going?
Things are finally settling down around here. Well, as much as it ever settles down, that is.
You're still in uniform, Doctor.
Well, there's a lot to be done with the Herc, and being part of Starfleet will help me make things happen in that regard. When I'm not here, I'll be working with the Lucari and the crew of the USS Aventine to help the Herc get back on their feet.
Ava School's a long way from home for you.
Indeed, but I happen to be married to the captain of the Aventine, so it won't be, too bad. The kids won't be joining us until Kumake and her team restore Havas Cool to a more habitable state, however. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. But until then, be safe out there. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
The Dominion is about to go through a number of changes, liberating the Jem'Hadar from the White, phasing out the Founder's benevolent dictatorship, establishing a safe haven for the Herc. Needless to say, I'm going to be very busy for quite some time.
Not all of those changes will be popular.
No. There are still a number of Founders within the Great Link who will be very resistant to change. I'd like to think they're outnumbered by those willing to take a more democratic approach, however. The last thing anyone needs is a Dominion civil war.
Agreed.
Also, not all of the Herc were cured. We'll be dealing with rogue swarms for some time. I hope we can call on you in the future if we run into that special kind of trouble you have a talent for dealing with. Oh, and speaking of trouble, you might keep an eye on Quark. That little act of heroism with the Sword of Kalis will make him bolder than ever.
I'll do what I can, Constable. Ship has been cleared for departure, Admiral. Ready to leave when you are. Would you like to return and leave the system? Alright. Beam me aboard and then make out of here at Warp 4.
The future of the Dominion is uncertain for the first time in many years. Without the Founder and her unbreakable will at the center of it all, the Gamma Quadrant will undoubtedly go through a great deal of turmoil. I'll do what I can to maintain order and keep the peace, but it's going to be challenging, to say the least. For now, what matters to me is that you fought for the Dominion when we needed it the most. I won't forget that. And thanks to the Great Link, neither will the Founders. Thank you. I hope we meet again under much better circumstances.
Alright. we're gonna retire
Starfleet Command has commissioned another historical tactical simulation,
remains of
and
that.
they'd like you to evaluate it as soon as possible. Jaula and her agents were a force to be reckoned with during the war, and were a direct influence on a number of critical events that took place there. This simulation will put you in the midst of one such event. I look forward to seeing your results.
Oh no, not the disco section. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. But anyway, let's actually look at this. We have only 5 more left to go. 5 more left to go, and this challenge is over. And then the Bunker Hill can finally take its long nap in fucking retirement. Going to the Starfleet Museum down the street, up the road, by the farm. But anyways, thank you all for all that joined in today's stream. I'm going to wrap things up here because I want to make food. And I will not have time to do another one of these today. So let's see who there is to raid. There we go. Anyway, thank you for everyone that stuck around to the end of today's stream. Don't forget to check out the Discord if you ever want to hang out with me off stream or just have another way of knowing when I go live. Don't forget to check out the Blue Sky to have another way to know when I go live. And don't forget to check out the YouTube channel to watch previous VODs of streams that I have done. Almost managed to get through all that without fucking up, but you know, inevitable. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy the person I'm going to be sending you off to. And as for those that have watched to the end of the YouTube VOD of this, thank you for watching, and make sure to check out the live channel sometime. Would be nice. Anyways, hope you all have a nice day or night, depending on where you are, wherever you live, and hope to see you all next time, which is tomorrow, because tomorrow is the stream slot. Whether or not I have any idea of what I'm actually going to do tomorrow remains to be determined. And goodbye.